To the point where somebody thought it'd be funny, haha, to swap my parents. Yes, you are the face of the alt-right.
So I saw on Twitter you said one time that all VTweeters should be rounded up and shot in that back of the head. Do you still stand by that statement, or like?
I fully and 100% stand by that statement.
Nice, nice. These blue-haired feminists behind these VTweeter avatars need to be put into camps.
Stop fucking crying about safe spaces.
What the hell?
Cut this part out. Wait, can we cut this part out?
Yeah, we can cut this part out. Yeah, I'm sorry. That was a little retarded.
It's the Triple Bepple Super Show.
Yo, what's up, gamers? It's me, Crack Smoker 96, your favorite virtual idol. Coming back at you again with another VTuber interview. I'm just kidding. This is the first one I've ever done. I hope you guys like it. And without any further ado, I'd like to introduce my guest, Akuma Miko.
Also known as Weed Smoker 69.
Damn.
What's poppin', guys?
Alright, so for those of you who don't know Akuma Miko, she is a very polarizing figure in the VTuber Twitter community. One of the communities that I have strayed away from like the plague because, I don't know, it's too blue-pilled for me. As a red-pilled based slur sayer, I just don't fit in with these guys. But luckily, Akuma Miko here has been a fan of my videos for a long time, apparently. And, you know, we're socially interacting here. So everybody, please give it up for me entering VTuber Twitter. I'm officially a real VTuber now. I'm no longer just your favorite virtual idol, but I'm also... Anyways, let's get into the question section. That whole part's gonna get trimmed out. So,
alrighty.
First question, how you doing, Akuma Miko?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm doing a lot better than I was about a month ago. A lot of shit was going on.
Yeah, I heard you had some legal troubles. What was that about?
So, I as much as I'm liked in the community, I'm also very much not liked. To the point where somebody thought it'd be funny, haha, to swap my parents.
Oh, that's not very funny, haha.
Yeah, and it happened 3 times. So I've been handling it legally. It's been a whole mess. The stress of the situation put me in the hospital at the end of the month of August up until September 5th, 4th? Somewhere around there.
Damn.
Yeah, all the stress caught up to me. I had some stomach irritation, and wasn't fun.
Yeah,
wasn't fun.
That doesn't sound very fun. I'm sorry that happened to you. For those that don't know, when I said she's a very polarizing figure, she has like a bunch of followers, so there are evidently people who like her, but there are also a bunch of people who make like hate accounts and dox her and stuff, and it's pretty crazy. And funny story, actually, when this interview was confirmed and she posted the fan art and I said, I'm gonna interview her, it's gonna be fun, someone specifically made an account to call me an alt-right extremist and say, Akuma Miko, please don't get interviewed by this guy. He's an alt-right figurehead. He voted for Trump, and he's basically the face of the alt-right. He's basically, what's that guy's name? Tucker Carlson, but a VTuber. So I guess that leads into my next question. Do you think I am the face of the alt-right?
No, I just think you're an edgy internet person, man. I love your content. I've loved your content since before I started VTubing. I was literally just like a NEET. I was literally a NEET just listening to obscure music for the longest time. So your content was super based to me.
Alright, so we're going to cut out that entire part. What you're going to say is, yes, you are the face of the alt-right, and we're just going to take it from there, alright? So 3, 2, 1, go.
Yes, you are the face of the alt-right.
Oh my god, I can't believe you would say that to me. You know, I think I'm starting to see why a lot of people hate you. Let's just continue with the question. What are the 3 things you value most in life?
Honestly, my friends. I have a lot of really good friends. My family, my parents most, really. I love my parents. Like when they were attacked, that that made my blood boil. Like, you can hurt me all you want. Don't care. Don't ever come towards parents. And I just kind of like value my individuality, I guess, as a person.
Nice. So like
really
your personality, your ideology, that sort of thing?
Yeah.
Nice.
Like, I know not a lot of people are gonna like my opinions, and you know what? Okay, whatever. I'm not here to force you to like them.
Nice. Yeah, one of the controversies I saw you getting into was you said...
A few minutes later.
We'll cut that part out, but what's your favorite slur?
Damn, Daniel!
For me, it's the F slur. I just can't stop dropping that one. I don't know why.
No, yes.
Who's your favorite VTuber?
She graduated, but her name was Beitani. She collabed with Pippa a few times.
Damn.
She's amazing.
I'm sorry to hear that. My favorite also graduated. Her name was Kumiko Kana, and she spoke to me through her streams in subliminal messages. You know, she was like subliminally referencing me throughout her streams, and she was beautiful, and I loved her, and I was gonna propose, but she graduated, so.
Damn.
So you're someone who gets involved with a lot of VTuber dramas, right? You like to give your personal takes, your personal opinions on when things start going down. What is your favorite VTuber drama you've observed? What was like the most fun?
Drama that I really, really thought was the funniest was when my friends were getting harassed for moving over to Kick.
Damn. I noticed a lot of people were very passionate about that. Why? Like, I don't get it.
They were all like, oh my god, they allow racism, they allow bad things. Guys, don't go over there. It's such a hateful platform. And like, I was like, oh my god, who the fuck cares? People are going to get their bag. Like, fucking Twitch is owned by Jeffrey Bezos. Like, I literally told people, stop fucking crying about safe spaces. A lot of VTweeters got really pissed off at me.
Yeah. No, the VTweeter community is very interesting, and I've noticed that some people have labeled you as a VTweeter, but what is your actual opinion on the VTweeter space? Like, people who just post about being a VTuber but never actually make content. What do you think about that?
See, I wouldn't... Okay. If your channel's dusty, you're not making any content whatsoever, you haven't been making content, you don't have a model, and all you do is post on Twitter, and all you do is complain and whine, yeah, you're a VTweeter. I take breaks because of my health. I just tend to post a lot on Twitter because I love using my platform. I love talking to my community. But yeah, like, I actually make content.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I saw on Twitter you said one time that all VTweeters should be rounded up and shot in the back of the head. Do you still stand by that statement, or like? Because I was a little concerned.
I fully and 100% stand by that statement.
Nice. I saw in another statement on Twitter, you said, these blue-haired feminists behind these VTweeter avatars need to be put into camps, and I honestly took offense to that. What do you say in your defense?
Well, I mean, they all have blue hair and pronouns.
That is true, and I mean, look at the both of us.
Exactly.
Alright, what is your least favorite VTuber drama? What's the least favorite one that you've interacted with?
Oh, man. Okay. So this one resulted in me actually fully ending somebody's career.
Damn. You're kind of badass for that.
So it's more like I didn't like it in the sense of the things that I had to see that this person did to other people. And it was really fucking disgusting. Like, she accused people of, like, a sexual assault. There's documentation of her being like, oh no, you didn't hurt me, that's fine, that's okay, to this person. And then afterwards, literally changing the entire thing, making it like, and she's done this with like 3 other people. Insane. The post blew up. She tried to threaten me. giving me 4 hours to post all my evidence. Several people came to me, and I was like, yeah, here's your evidence, dude. Get out of the community. Their name was Raydell64. It was huge drama.
Damn. Yeah, that sounds pretty crazy. I'm not really in tune with the drama space, but yeah, fuck that person.
Yeah, if I see somebody doing some bad shit, I'm gonna call it out. I'm like, yeah, no.
Nice, that's good. Just, you know, as long as it's not me, I'm known to make a few slip-ups, but just know I've got a good heart, right?
It's more like people who like do seriously bad things.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I think that that's a whole nother level of weight compared to the you know, other drama that you discussed, where it's like your friends removing to kick. Like, I feel like a lot of people focus on very inconsequential things in the VTuber community. Like, it's
so nitpicky.
Yeah, like when your stalkers were telling me not to interact with you, they would like give me a list of things, right? And most of them were just like nothing. Like, there's a video of her saying retard, and I'm like, what? And it's like, she uses face filters and it makes her look more Asian, and I'm like, what? That doesn't even like mean anything. I don't know. That's nothing to me.
They try to come after me for like buying clothes for myself. It's so nitpicky. It's just,
yeah, I don't really get it. Like, there were a couple where I'm like, you know, all right, that's a little spurgy, right? But that's like kind of like normal shit in real life. Like, all right, I would like, we can cut this part out. Someone told me from a reliable source, no, I'm just kidding, it's not a reliable source, it's a random faceless person on Twitter, but they said that you stole a whole bottle of Xanax and crashed someone's car and then threatened to kill yourself if they told police.
I can't even drive.
Okay, because I was gonna say, that's like the most serious allegation there, and I'm like, that's kinda, I don't know, that's like something that a lot of people I've known would do. Like,
I have nightmares of driving.
Damn.
Like, I'm genuinely scared of driving. Like the only time I got behind a wheel of something, well, twice, was my dad's tractor. Ended up crashing it. I was like too scared to even touch it again. I was like, yeah, no. And then the second time, I went to like one of those racetrack places at the mall.
Oh, and yeah. So you're a certified racist, huh?
Oh my god.
No, I'm just kidding.
Scared. But yeah, that scared me. Like, I almost like crashed that time too. I was like, yep, nope. I get like SpongeBob behind the wheel of a vehicle.
See, but that's exactly why there was some credibility to the story, right? Because you did crash the car in the story too. So it's up in the air for now. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, that was like the only like serious thing I saw. Otherwise, it was just like normal. Like, I don't know, it was just like nothing.
See, what they like doing is they, when nobody's listening to them, right? They'll try to make like even bigger accusations.
Yeah. Like, I think that the only 3 things that they said, aside from the weird like stories, is that you use face filters when you take selfies. You said retard once, and you're a crazy ex-girlfriend a little bit. But like, those are all like pretty normal things. I don't know, like, it's kind of average. That's why I'm terrified of the EN VTuber community, because it's just like, I don't know, I would get destroyed. I've done way worse stuff than that. Like, they're
fucking ruthless. Like, I've had to like literally get tougher skin. That's why I am the way I am. I'm like, okay, fuck you if you don't like me.
Yeah, you're just like a badass who like doesn't give a fuck. Like, you're like a Sigma basically, right?
Essentially now, yeah. Like, I used to like be really sensitive over things. But now I'm just like, yeah, no, fuck you. If you don't like me, who cares? Like, for instance, one of my older mods was like, why do so many people hate you? And they were like trying to like they were like really upset over it. They were more upset than I was. And I was like, dude, it doesn't matter to me. I have a lot of people who like me anyways. Like, I'll have people who hate me.
Yeah, I think you have the most Twitter followers out of anyone who follows me, so you're taking the biggest brand risk you possibly could be by following me, and I respect that a lot, you know? If nobody else is by your side, at least know I respect you for that.
I respect you, man.
For what?
Dude, you're just based.
I might be. Maybe a little red-pilled, too. But that's besides the point. This interview isn't about me. Let's get to the next question. What's your favorite video that I've ever made?
The one about Sewer Slut, that was the one that I actually found you through. I was watching one about, I was watching a video about Yule and Sewer Slut and their influence on the internet, and then yours popped up, and I'm like, I like this guy's content. He explained Sewer Slut the exact way I thought so.
Exactly. Yeah, I really enjoyed making that video. I have a few things I would redo, you know, like I don't think I did enough research and all that. I discussed it in another video, but thank you. You know, thank you for not saying Crystal Castles, because I hate that video with a passion, and it's my biggest video. Oh.
Also, the Gorshit, the one where you were reviewing the Gorshit album, I can't remember which one that was.
Oh yeah, that was like my first music review ever. That was like the second video I ever made. Fun fact. Maybe third. But,
I'm bad with all the other Gorshit album titles because,
oh yeah, I think the one you're referring to is, Tomboyish Love for My Daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it has like a little lolly on the front, on the cover?
Yes.
Yeah, it's that one. Yeah, I'm... See, reviewing albums like that, it takes a level of nuance that, you know, I don't think that people would appreciate in the EN VTuber community. That's why I chose you, one of their most controversial figures, to be my first foray into the community. Because I feel like you're the only one who understands me. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, nobody else literally, like, I literally haven't met anybody who shares the same kind of, like, humor or music taste as me in this community at all.
Yeah, which surprises me, because I feel like, our sense of humor, it's like, it was very common just a couple years ago, but now it's like pretty rare to find. I feel like a lot of people who once made the same kind of jokes are now like switching over and criticizing people for making the same jokes, and they're like, oh, I just grew up. Well, it's like, guess what? Number 1, I'm richer than you. Number 2, I'm taller than you. Number 3, I'm more successful than you. Number 4, if we got into a physical altercation, I could take your life in a self-defense kind of scenario, you know what I'm saying? Like, all of these people are pathetic. I think they're just worms cowering under our boot. What do you think of that?
The biggest example of that, iDubbbz.
AKA iCucks, right?
Yep. He's such a cuck now. He's so soft. I hate him.
Yeah, I think he should get like brutalized. Personally, I think I should see like a snuff film of him. I would love to see that. I would pay. No, I probably shouldn't say that. I would like to reiterate for the audience, I'm not a dangerous person. I'm normal. I love everything. I love everyone, and I'm basically a good person. So Akuma Miko, what makes someone a good person?
Just not being a total piece of shit and preying on other people's downfall.
All right. What would you say that you feel the most guilty about in life that you can say on an interview? What's the biggest source of your guilt?
The things that happen to my parents because of people who don't like me.
Yeah, that's pretty heavy. I actually didn't expect you to say that when you said it.
Because, like, you know, they've been my biggest cheerleaders, and seeing them hurt because I'm just trying to live my life and be happy, it's disgusting.
Do you think that your VTuber career is worth that kind of risk?
See, since we've gotten the situation under control, I can't really say much about it, mainly because it's still an ongoing investigation.
Yeah. No, you don't have to get into detail.
I'm safe enough where I can still continue this.
Nice. So would you say that this is like a passion of yours to be a VTuber?
Absolutely. I've loved virtual idols for a really long time. I was a big Vocaloid fan, still am. It all started back in 2011. I found VTubers because of Vocaloid. Started with Kizuna Ai. I found a remix of her song Hello World. Or Hello Good Morning or whatever the fuck it was called. I can't remember. And it was with Miku. And I was like, I like this. Who is this? And I found out that she was a virtual YouTuber. I was like, oh, that's cool. I kind of put it down for a couple of years. Then in quarantine, I found HoloLive and I fell further down the rabbit hole. I just didn't become a VTuber until last year. Mainly because I thought it took like super hefty technology to become a VTuber.
Nice. So you were like an early adopter of the VTuber space. You were watching Kizuna Ai way back in the day.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I was a watcher, I just didn't know how to like pursue it myself until I got like super bored.
So why did you become a VTuber? Like on a deeper level, you know, that's like the physical circumstance, but what does it do for you in terms of like your mind? Why did you decide to become this little character?
Well, I wanted to get into streaming. I was getting really bored. When you're bored, sometimes your mind isn't the nicest to you. So I was like, man, I really need to get a hobby. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try looking into how I can start VTubing. And I started on reality. That was a poor decision. Hate the fan base on there. It's not worth the risk. Definitely not the platform you'd want to grow on. So I was like, okay, fuck this. I'm gonna learn how to find out how I can get a free VTuber model. And I used a free VTuber model for the longest time. And I set up OBS and I learned other things. And I just watched other VTubers and learned from them.
Nice. That's pretty epic. Do you believe in God?
I guess, maybe. I'm not really too religious.
All right. What would you say is an ideological point you believe in and would die for? What would you die for, Akuma Miko? Something you're passionate about. Something that you think would be willing, or no, something that you think would be worth your life.
Probably my identity, honestly. Just like who I am as a person.
Nice. Like individually or like as a part of a subgroup?
Individually.
Nice.
Like I won't let anybody change me. I won't let anybody like change who I am. I won't let anybody take anything from me. I'll take that to my grave.
Nice. Yeah, I'm a staunch individualist myself, so I wholeheartedly support dying for individuality. I think it's terrifying to see social contagions taking people's minds and twisting them into husks of their former selves. Anyways, what's your favorite drug? Listen, I can cut it out if you want to tell the truth.
But like, it's sometimes too big for my sensories. It's not like... Yeah, sometimes it gets super overwhelming, so I have to take half. Oh my god!
Nice. Yeah, I used to do that stuff a lot when I was younger. But listen,
I'll do it every once in a while, but like, not all the time.
Any real answers, any raw answers you want to tell? Listen, I don't judge. I'm asking this on a personal level. I'll cut this part out if you want to tell the truth. Thank you for answering honestly. Now everybody's gonna know that you've done it.
I even talked about that before.
Girl.
Like I honestly think I have talked about that before. I was like,
why is this nigga Bugs Bunny in my room wildin'?
Yeah, me, I've never done anything like that, so I wouldn't know. I'm not in the know. Never even touched a weed or a cigarette in my life, so. I mean, that shit's just like, I don't know. I respect people who do it, and I respect people who use drugs responsibly, right? But me personally, it's just not for me. You know, my body's a temple. I live like a clean, healthy lifestyle. Anyways, what are you diagnosed with? What are your mental conditions? What do you struggle with?
I have autism, BPD, social anxiety, PTSD, and depression.
Damn.
And my medical conditions are just scoliosis, chronic fatigue, so I can sleep for 16 hours if I wanted to.
Oh.
And chronic migraine.
That sucks. Sounds like
Yep.
you got a little fucked over in the God department.
That's why I take as many breaks as I do. Because like,
those are
man,
all very valid reasons, you know. Kamiko Kana
Yeah.
left because of her mental health condition.
yeah, I've taken like maybe 2-3 month breaks
All right.
because of things that happened and my back issues.
What would you say is the hardest challenge you've overcome in life? What's the hardest thing to get through? What did you emerge triumphant from?
Learning how not to like react when somebody wants me to react, you know?
That's a good skill.
It's just like when somebody keeps trying to like get under your skin. I used to let it really get under my skin. Now I'm just like, okay, whatever.
Nice. Who are your stalkers? Like what's up with that? Who is the stalker? Do you have any guesses? Do you know who it is specifically? Like, because I find that part of your story very crazy, because I haven't seen anyone with the stalkers as crazy as yours, aside from me, you know? But, like, what's the deal with that?
The only person I'm going to speculate is my abuser. I was in an abusive relationship.
Damn.
Like, we're talking restraining order on this person. Broke my phone. Beat me up. But yeah, that's the only person I'm really gonna speculate because, yeah, they're gonna be in some hot water too with the
law.
with legal. Yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
Yeah, good thing that you pursued legal action against that. I've known a lot of girls who've been in relationships like that, and they're like, you know, they just don't contact the law for whatever reason. I think that the number one thing you should do if you are a victim of abuse is contact the law. They can do a lot for you, you know? They saw the state that I was in, and they put the restraining order on him for me. Yeah. See, that's a good thing.
Yeah, like this happened 2-3 years ago now, and they saw the state that he left me in, and they were like, yeah, no, he can't be near you, fuck this guy.
Yeah, no, that's wild. I'm sorry that you had to go through that.
I'm a lot stronger now. I'm a whole lot stronger now.
Nice.
And he's still trying to get under my skin to this day.
Yeah, I mean, that's usually how it tends to go, you know, with abusive relationships. They'll follow you around in any way they know how.
Yep.
Unless you get rid
especially
of
if
them
they want to, especially if they want to control you in every aspect of your life.
That's true. So, the last time I was on Twitter, right, we first contacted each other about a year ago. You followed me, and I was like, whoa, 40,000 followers? That's freaking crazy. And you posted a bit of fan art, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so number one, thank you so much for doing that, and thank you so much for getting the fan art for this thumbnail right here.
No
Absolutely
problem,
wonderful.
No problem.
I've had nothing but a positive experience with you, but I will say, 1 year ago, when we first posted that fan art and I retweeted it, I got a mysterious DM from a mysterious account that said, dude, don't freaking collaborate with her. She is evil. And like all these sorts of things. And I was like, okay, kind of awkward. But the reason that I kind of trailed off of you was because I was assuming that they were someone who was a part of my past. And I was like, is this my free? But no, it was actually your stalker, so I don't have to take it as seriously, right? Not as much of a personal stake. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was quite intimidated by the haters that you have, by the accounts specifically dedicated to like doxing you and harassing you. I was a little intimidated. I was like, I don't want any of that.
They all have nothing better to do with their time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can't say there's ever been a time in my life where I've had the amount of time that they've had. Like, I see them posting, like, every hour, and it's all, like, the same stuff.
It's insane.
I genuinely don't get how you can be, like, a functional human being and also concurrently do that. Like, as a content creator, I'm kind of jealous of that, to be honest. If I had that much free time, I would be doing so much stuff.
No, literally, like, that's what I do. I have, like, all the free time in the world, right? I'll play games, I'll make videos, I'll talk to friends on Discord, I'll sleep, like...
Yeah, that's wild.
Like, imagine having all the free time in the world, and then you just choose to use your time to be an evil bitch.
Yeah, I know for a fact I wouldn't do that. I would probably, number 1, get bitches. Number 2, get money. Number 3, I'm not going to go into detail for legal purposes on what I would do for number 3, but if I had more free time on my hands, I'll tell you what, I would be doing some productive stuff, you know? I would be trying to make the most of that time. Instead of harassing a poor autistic woman with stomach issues, with back issues.
Please be patient, guys. I'm autistic.
Please be patient. She's autistic, you know? You let up a little bit, you know? Give her a break from the hours of like 9 to 5 or something. I don't know.
Damn, Daniel.
Oh, whoa. Would you say that you're proud of yourself with all that you've accomplished, Akuma Miko?
Oh, absolutely.
Nice.
Absolutely. I look back and I see how weak I once was, and I'm like, man, I really, really got stronger. I'm proud of myself. I've achieved so much in 1 year, and I'm excited to see where the future takes me.
Nice. That's pretty epic. The next thing here in my notes says try to pressure her into saying the N-word, but I'm going to skip over that one. What do you think is your biggest concern in terms of being a content creator and being a VTuber, being Akuma Miko? What is your biggest concern?
Time management. I'm the worst at it.
I used to be really bad at time management, but then I got really busy, and for some reason that made me like organize my time, and I'm like productive all the time now. It's kind of bad, actually. It's kind of dumb. I became a workaholic.
Since I joined a VTuber agency, I've gotten a lot busier, and it's gotten harder for me to manage my time, and I need to like start like scheduling stuff. I need to start using my calendar more.
You know what might help? Get a daily planner. That's what I did. It's pretty epic. You get to check boxes and you get dopamine hits from it.
Word. Okay, I'll get that.
And it's like equivalent to like ripping a vape a bunch of times. I'm not even joking, dude. Checking things off of the to-do list, that's like, oh, like it's like probably like 1/20th of a nut. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, that was a bit, Next question, what is your favorite tobacco product? I know you were posting elf bars last year, so that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, I still do the elf bars. I don't smoke actual cigarettes, mainly because, listen, it creates like a fucking tar in my lungs. Every time I would like cough up mucus, there'd be like black shit in my mucus. I was like, nope, not doing this anymore. So I was like, I'll just start vaping again. Fuck this.
Damn. Yeah, see, I did like the opposite. Like, I switched from vaping to the other one because I was like, vaping's kind of gay. Like, I don't know. Every time I suck down on a vape, I feel like I'm, you know, and I went over this in another interview where I was getting interviewed, but I said vaping is like, you know, sucking an artificial cock. And, you know, every time you rip it, it's like you can rip one like 50,000 times. With cigarettes, it's disposable and it's all natural, right? So it's like sucking like one normal... I'm not gay, alright? But we're cutting this part out. Never mind. What's your favorite vape flavor?
Personally, anything mango or peach.
Solid choice.
Before that, when I was smoking cigarettes, I liked menthols. But like, I'm sad that I can't enjoy menthols anymore. It's just like, it was super harsh on my lungs. I wasn't able to cough anything up without it like coming out black. I was like, what?
Yeah, that's pretty messed up. You might have some effed up lungs, maybe.
Yeah, I have pussy lungs.
It's probably from never mind. So I noticed that in your bio you say GFE Vtuber. What do you think of the Vtuber community? What do you think about its effects on the male psyche?
You know, I feel like if you're gonna simp responsibly. Take care of yourself first. Don't go and spend all your money on one Vtuber.
All right, but if someone donated you their entire life savings, like $100,000, you wouldn't complain, right?
I would send it right the fuck back. If it was their entire life savings, I'd be like, you're getting this back.
But if it was through cryptocurrency and you couldn't send it back, it was like anonymous, right? And there's no way to refund it or anything. Would you complain about that?
I would be like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? Like, dude, you're not being responsible, and I'd probably just try to find a way to give it to a charity, to be honest.
So you're probably a better person than me, because I would say, hell yeah. I would say, hell yeah, he's pumping his cock and I'm pumping my bank account. Damn, I would invest all of that into like stocks. I don't know.
I'd feel dirty taking that, especially if it was like all of somebody's like entire life savings, right? Like, I'd be like, no, what am I gonna do with this?
Nice. All right, I get it. You're a good person, right? All right, we'll cut this part out. But what would you do with the money once you kept it?
My fucking god, I'm serious.
What would you do? $100,000 in your bank account. Real question. What would you do with $100,000? Disregard how it was attained, all right? Just if $100,000 magically dropped into your bank account, what would you spend it on?
I would probably pay off my parents' mortgage.
Valiant. See, I was gonna say I would save up to buy my parents a house, so we're in the same boat.
Hell yeah.
What would you say is something you've done that you feel the dirtiest about, that you feel the grossest about? Like, you're like, I can't believe I was that person.
When I was going through my not like other girls phase back in middle school.
Oh. Let me guess, you watched Supernatural.
No.
Good. I hate Supernatural with a passion. When I was in middle school, there's this girl I had a crush on, right? And I was trying to impress her, so I was trying to do the things she liked. I watched 2 episodes of Supernatural. I couldn't take it. There was too much homoerotic tension between the 2 main guys. I felt like they were going to, like, you know. So, I don't know. I felt like I was tortured, and I went to school and I proclaimed I watched it, and she called me gay. She loved that show. How was I supposed to know she would think I was gay for watching it? 2 buff men, ghost hunting. I don't know.
I was more so the creepypasta, not like other girls type back then.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah,
what was your favorite
creepypasta?
What was your favorite back in the day?
I really it wasn't really any of the popular ones, right? I really liked this one
You really weren't like other girls, were you? And you still not, right?
it was this one called Sister Sinister Shower. It was just like, it had a really, really creepy twist end, and that's why I liked it.
I actually haven't heard of that one. Nice.
It's super good. Like it's just like, it's like a really short one, but it has like a really, really creepy ending that like just super off-putting. It's super off-putting.
Yeah, I like the ones with the little bit of ambiance to them, you know? You ever watch Adventures into the Dogscape or Dog World or whatever?
It sounds familiar. I don't think I've watched it, though.
It's the one where the world gets transformed into everything being dogs, and the only way to survive is like eating dogs, and the ground is made of dogs, and the trees are made of dogs.
Yeah. I remember that one.
It's the most ridiculous concept ever, and it sounds really stupid when you explain it, but actually, like, reading it is like really scary to a middle schooler, because it's like surrealist horror in a way, and it's very abstract.
When I read it I recently reread it, right? And I was like, oh my god, all I can picture is a Lovecraftian dog world. What the fuck?
No, exactly. It's like an eldritch monstrosity that I would have never been able to conceptualize in my genius brain. You know, like, whoever made that has to, like, they have to either be, you know, a little bit out there, you know, mentally, or B, they have to be the next Albert Einstein, because that shit
Song
was insane.
about replace the backgrounds with dog.
I'm just going to put a big picture of a dog on the screen the entire time we're talking about that, so it's all good. One more question. Actually, a lot more questions. How long are you willing to do this for, by the way?
Let me check my phone battery, because I should be good for a little while longer.
Alright, sounds good. What would you say is the meaning of life?
42.
Oh yeah, that's a good little reference there. To all of my Redditors out there, you probably get that one, right? Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, right? Guys, remember to give this post an upvote if you see this on Reddit.
It's funny because I didn't even get that from Reddit. I got that from my dad.
I'm not saying that you're a Redditor. I'm saying all of our fans in the comments section right now who heard that reference, 100%. They have at least 10,000 karma.
Big Chungus wholesome Redditors.
Guys, remember, you can pet the dog in Cyberpunk 2077. What makes us human, Akuma Miko? What is the spirit of humanity?
The individual driving force of all of us that keeps us going each day. Like, right, so I don't know. I can't speak for everybody.
Ambition?
Yeah.
Is that what you think separates us from animals, from beasts?
I think animals still have their own kinds of motivations. Just it's on a different level.
All right.
You know, like for instance, when they're out hunting, that's their motivation. You know, they're getting food. That's their motive.
That's true. So would you say animals have souls?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Do you think it's okay to lie to protect yourself?
In certain situations, yes.
Do you think that people have the capacity to control their emotions, or do you think it's just something that happens to people? In certain situations, yes, but like if it becomes too much, sometimes you can't help but be emotional, you know? All right. Do you think that content creators have a moral obligation to address certain issues, or to, you know, use their platform to amplify a message?
No. Like, do what you want with your platform. Like, nobody should be obligated to, like, use their platform to speak on public issues. Like, if they want to be like, haha, funny cat, let them do it. If they want to post just art, let them do it. If they want to talk about political issues, let them do it. Like, it's their platform, their choice, you know?
Nice. That's a pretty reasonable take. I actually, I was worried. that you might answer something else. And I was honestly, you know, that answer actually completely dictated my view of you for the next, like, 5 years at least. It would take me 5 years to forgive you if you answered anything else, so I'm glad you picked the right thing.
See, like, I personally speak on things that I feel I want to speak about, but, like, if I don't, like, if there's something that's, like, going on that's, like, under the radar to me, I'm like, okay, whatever. No, I'm not going to speak about this. This is just a flame waiting to happen. Nice. I don't want to speak on this, you know?
All right,
like,
who should die? Israel or Palestine?
I plead the fifth to this one. I don't want to.
Man, if you said something, you would have been screwed. I was just testing. I was testing you. You know, that was just a little psychological test. Do you think that there's a
cat on the internet, man? I don't want to be political.
Do you think that there's a separation between the mind and the body, or do you think that the mind and the body exist as one?
Well, I mean, we literally function like every other part of our body with our mind. So, like, of course they're connected.
Well, yeah, but not just connected. Would you say that they're one? Is there a separation between the two? Or are all of your thoughts just a result of, you know, biological mechanisms?
I think your body and mind are one.
All right. A monist, that's what we call it. You believe in no separation between the mind and the body.
Yeah.
So, would you say, you know, one of your loved ones, someone that you care a lot about, right? They're considered brain dead. You know, they got into a horrible accident or something, and they're laying in the hospital bed and they can't even say a word. Would you say that that is still your relative? Is that still the person you love?
Because it's their body and it's the person that I remembered them always as. It's, even though they're not there, the lights aren't on, it's them, you know? It's them in their physical form.
All right. The doctor walks up to you and he says, you have the option to either pull the plug or not pull the plug. You know, they're on a feeding tube. They can't move. They can't speak. What would you pull the plug on them or nah?
See,
or nah?
I wouldn't want that for myself. So absolutely, I would want to do that for them.
All right. What if they looked you in the eyes and they went, Akuma Miko, please don't do it. But then they like returned to not speaking at all.
I
like
still
that was
would
the
do
only
it because
sentence.
I wouldn't want. I couldn't see them. I wouldn't want to see them suffer like that for the rest of their life.
All right. The doctor walks up to you and he says, all right, we tried pulling the plug, but this fucker just won't die. He puts a Glock in your hand and he says, you have to execute your loved one right here. And they look you in the eye and they say, do it. They say, do it. they say, Akuma Miko, do it. Would you do it? Would you pull the trigger?
See, I wouldn't be able to do that. I wouldn't be able to do that. Nope.
All right. What if they say, all right, you just have to inject them with this big green needle. You just have to put this little big green needle in their arm and they'll die.
I wouldn't want. Listen, I wouldn't want to be the one doing it.
All right. The doctor walks up with a hand axe and he says, Akuma Miko, what you have to do, you have to sit right here and watch. I'm going to behead him. But it's okay. It's like humane. Like you won't feel any pain, right? But you're going to have to watch him be beheaded. Would you do it? Would you watch?
Oh.
You're not doing it yourself.
Like, you're not watching a cartel beheading on Live Leak. Like, what?
No, it's real life. This is the person you love and care about the most.
Yeah,
but the lights are off. The lights are off, though. The gears have stopped whirring. They look you in the eyes and they say, I want this.
But the thing is, like, it's still their physical form. I wouldn't want to see them getting hurt.
Alright, what if you just had to hear it? What if the doctor said, we're going to put a blindfold on you? You're going to see the aftermath, but you just have to hear the actual, like, action, right?
Oh, God.
It's like ASMR.
it's not that bad if you just picture it being a waterfall.
Well, here's the sound. I'm going to imitate it here. All right, you can take the blindfold off now. That was his little footsteps in the blood. Would you do it? Would you let him do that, or would you allow your loved one to suffer forever, trapped in a cage of their own body and mind?
I guess it beats watching them get brutalized. Or hearing them get brutalized.
Oh no, you're still hearing it. It's just like, you get a little ASMR trigger from it. Like you feel the little tingles in your head. That's like the only bonus.
God.
And then the doctor hands you $20 and he says, go get some McDonald's, girl. You earned it. Would you do it? All right, this is going too far. I have to get back to questions, right? This is an interview. Would you rather spend a day with Peter Griffin or Homer Simpson?
Peter Griffin.
Nice.
He's such a silly guy.
He's just a funny little man. Who's your favorite content creator of all time? Not a VTuber.
Probably Medicare.
Oh, that's a bit of a based answer. It's a bit edgy.
What can I say? I love his opinions. I love the way he handles himself. He's so great.
Indeed. What do you think about his ailment?
I haven't heard what's been going on.
He has cancer, I believe. He's going to die. But he recently came back to streaming. He said it was his last live stream a little while ago. Came back to streaming so he could afford a better treatment.
I know when he did his last live stream, Pippo was a part of it, and I got really excited. I was like, it finally happened. Oh my god,
Yeah.
They finally met.
Did you see it?
Yes.
It's pretty funny to see Pippa out of her element, you know? It was a very interesting little dynamic between the two of them.
I know, she was like literally fangirling.
Yeah, it was nice. I'm not the biggest Pippa fan, but I am like a moderate Pippa fan. I watch her sometimes, you know? And that was just a collab that I couldn't pass up.
I just don't want you to die.
Oh, well,
Yeah, that's true.
that's very sweet of you. I'll try my best.
Do you think life is worth living, Akuma Miko?
Absolutely.
If you had one message to a fan who thought life wasn't worth living, what would you say to him?
Keep fighting. Honestly, like, the best is yet to come. Take it from somebody who has been through the ringer a lot. I've been through abusive relationships. I was in the hospital. My parents got attacked. I got attacked. I still get attacked on a daily. But, you know, I don't let that shit get me down. I just keep focusing on my hobbies, my friendships, and the people who actually genuinely care about me. You gotta
Solid
find your
message.
happiness.
Nice. Yeah, that's about what I try to say in my schizo rants. I don't know if you saw that arc, but I became a motivational speaker for a couple months, and then I got tired of it. Now
I did
just do
see
it in
the
real
arc.
life.
I did.
Nice. So you are actually a fan. I didn't. I was, because you know when someone says, "Oh, the sewer slut video or the Crystal Castles video," I'm like, all right, that's a bit of a popular thing. But if you were one of the 500 people who watches those schizo rants,
I had so what before my personal YouTube account got hacked by the person who swatted my parents, I had notifications on for your channel.
that's crazy. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for supporting. Why did you
No
never
problem.
subscribe to my Patreon?
Because I was a broke bitch and all my money went to bills.
You couldn't go without water for a couple weeks to help me out? To help
I'm
me
sorry.
hire more artists and editors, and to fund my comic book coming out in 1 week, Trapstar Chronicles Volume 0, The Epstein Connection / a paywalled origin story. It's going to be 50 pages of hand-drawn crayon art with a mixed media approach which integrates real pictures of Jeffrey Epstein, Donald Trump, and other various celebrities. you didn't subscribe to my Patreon knowing that eventually it would become that?
Man, okay, now I have to. What the fuck?
I went through 5 packs of dollar store crayons.
Fuck, now I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, that's right. You should
I
do the
got you next
$100
month,
deal. You should do the $100 one. Anyone who subscribes at the $100 Patreon package, I send you a handwritten love letter with 5 drawings of me doing drugs on it. And I say, haha, I spent your money on drugs. Handwritten letter. It's called a love letter, and it doesn't have anything dangerous in it. I'm not a dangerous person. I'm not a bad person. I have good intent. I'm good at heart. I might make some mistakes sometimes, but I'm a good person. So why didn't you... All right, I'm done with the Patreon shill. What would you say was the happiest you've ever been in your life? What was that moment?
Honestly, probably this year. Like, even though I've had some really shitty moments, it's like, this is the first year I've been the happiest.
Nice. And why were you the happiest this year?
Because I finally found something I can do, like, every day that I love. And that's streaming, creating content. I didn't think I'd, like, stick to it the way that I have.
Nice. What do you think is in the future for you? What's your, like, goal with content creation? What motivates you?
Honestly, my community around me. And the fact, like, when I went to the hospital, my community was, like, overflooding my DMs with, like, supportive messages. I got paragraphs upon paragraphs. I got gifts. People were just, like, being super, super supportive and telling me to, like, just make it through it. So mainly the driving force is just really them.
Nice. I would say it's the same for me, honestly. If not for the community, I would have quit a long time ago. I don't actually even like doing this. I actually hate being a content creator, but it's the fans. I do it for the fans and for the money, so it's nice.
Sometimes I hate this, but other times I really don't. Like, it's a 50-50.
Oh, I hate this with a passion. I actually, there are a lot of harmful coping mechanisms I have to do to cope with the fact that I have to do this every day, and it eats away at my soul. But I do it for the money, so that's what motivates me. And trust me, it's a lot of money. Tell a personal story. Tell your latest interaction with a homeless person.
I don't leave my house.
Nice. Alright, well, I guess I'll tell my latest interaction. There's a dude nodding out on fentanyl, and I said, dude, you off that fetty? And he said, hell yeah. And then we sat around together, and we smoked cigarettes, and I said, tell me a story. Tell me, I gave you something, now you have to give me a story in exchange. If you don't want to know what I'm capable of. And he told this story about how he had a bum leg, and he was like a veteran, and he was injured in the war, and then they like messed up his ID or something, so he couldn't like get a driver's license, and he couldn't get a job, and then he basically got screwed, and now he does drugs on the street, and he has been for the past like 20 years. And I said, why don't you just get a job?
I would have given bro the quantum perk.
See, I would have, but whatever he was off of was better than whatever I had, because he was like doing that thing that you see online where he's like leaning over while standing and like drooping his arms like he's trying to touch his toes. He was doing that throughout the entire conversation. Interesting little fella.
I'm just a little silly pilled.
Yeah, he's just a little silly pilled. He's a little absurdist in the way that he delivered his message, The fact that he had the confidence and the drive to be able to do that while getting interviewed by someone as famous as me, that kind of confidence is what I aspire to have one day. So, what's the biggest lie you've ever told?
I'd probably have to say, like, it hasn't really been anything super, super big, but it's mainly been like lying about my feelings to somebody who I'm not really interested in, but I didn't want to hurt them. But I realize, that's not really the best thing to do. It only hurts both parties.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
What do you think about trans people?
I think all people are based, honestly. Like, if you're trans, you're gay, cool, whatever. Like,
Yeah, I only accept them if they like me. If they don't like me, sorry, bud. You're not epic.
I'll only like you if you're not a fucking asshole for no apparent reason.
See, I don't even care about that. They just have to like me. That's the only prerequisite for me to accept them. Otherwise, sorry, buddy. You're off the list.
You don't like me, then I'm homophobic.
If you don't like me, I'm racist, I'm homophobic, I'm transphobic, I am every ist that there is, every phobic that there is, and basically I'm writing you in the death note. I'm sorry.
Your time is up, buddy.
Your time is up. Heart attack, 7:30 p.m. tomorrow. What is this? What do you think about lolly VTubers? What do you think about that?
I'm friends with a few. They're pretty cool.
Nice.
For instance, I'm friends with one named Nacho Chipu.
Nacho Chipu.
She's cool.
You ever try saying it with the accent? It's pretty fun.
Nacho Chipu.
Nacho Chipu. Akuma Miko. Yeah, that's probably racist, but my race reveal is coming at 50k, so actually you don't know if it's my race or not, so get me to 50k, then I'll reveal it. You can tell if I'm racist or if I'm actually Japanese. What do you think about OnlyFans?
I mean, I think sex work is cool. Like, everybody should be able to do make their own bag, make their own choices, whatever. Their body, their choice.
Alright.
It's their life,
What do you think about, what do you think about its implications on society? Do you think that it's a net positive or a net negative?
I think it can be both.
Alright, you want to go into more depth on that?
The negative side is like the parasocial relationships, the misogyny, the fact that, most young girls feel like they have to go immediately to there when they turn 18. But it's also like the positives are like people can make some serious money from it. People who are already established creators can not just use it for not safe for work content. You can make a decent amount of money off of there. Yeah.
Nice. What do you think about guns? Do you like them? Do you think they're cool? Do you have one?
I don't have a gun.
Alright. Yeah, legally I'm supposed to say I don't, so I'm gonna say I don't. But I think they're cool. And thank you to everyone who's been putting my exclusive Patreon merch stickers on theirs. I can't post it though, unfortunately. Management said. Oh, so talk about your agency a little bit. V Sour, right?
Mm-hmm.
How did you get in?
So, a while ago, I made a post. I was like, man, I would really like to be picked up by an agency. I was like, managers, hit me up. This was probably like 2-3 months ago. I checked my DMs on my Instagram account for my VTuber that I don't really use. I got contacted by the CEO of the company, and they wanted to talk contracts, and I was like, okay, add me on Discord, we can talk there. And we discussed our contract. I was like, okay, I want to be able to keep full rights to my character. I would like to have more stability when it comes to merch. I'd like to be able to get more sponsors, and I'd like more focus on my music. And they were like, okay, we got you. They wrote up a contract for me. The most they're asking for is a little bit of a cut from any sponsors that I get.
Sponsors only, not donations or anything?
No donations, nothing like that. Nope.
Oh.
Yep.
All right, that's a pretty
Because
good
they're
deal.
Yeah, because they're the ones. They're the middlemans helping me land the sponsors. So.
Nice, nice. What would you say your experience with them has been? Is it mostly positive, or how's that?
Oh, it's been awesome. It's been awesome. I love them.
Nice, nice. I noticed they have a couple IRL creators on there. What do you think about VTuber and IRL creator interactions?
I think it's cool because, like, personally, I'm not afraid of posting my own IRL content. I was a cosplayer prior to VTubing, so I'm genuinely not afraid to post my own stuff. Like, I think it's cool.
Nice, nice. What do you think about the people who are very much against it? And what do you think about people who are very much against, you know, female VTuber and male person interactions?
I mean, I think it's stupid. Like, it's like, why do you care so much? Like, okay, if you don't like it, why are you interacting with the content?
See, I agree with that, but also, I get really mad when my favorite VTuber interacts with males. I get, like, angry. Like, I want to kill someone. I don't know what I could do, you know? I just start seeing red. What do you think about that aspect of it?
It's like, I feel the same way that Crony felt when it came to the male collabs that she did with Callie and Vesper and Magni. She literally was like, it doesn't matter. They're literally co-workers.
What do you think about the allegations that any male that a female VTuber talks to is, you know, deep dicking them?
I think it's stupid because I'm friends with a lot of male VTubers. They're usually just like in their own space, whatever. I haven't really seen that problem.
What do you think about Gargura?
She's awesome.
Do you think she's pregnant?
I don't know. Is it Vesper's?
Well, if anyone, it would be his, right? That or Yago's.
Oh God.
I bet it's Yago's. 100%.
Well, I mean,
Think about
Vesper
it.
just
She's
got
his
kicked
cash
from the
cow.
company.
Yeah, but that's for impregnating Crony. I'm thinking the Gura baby, that's a Yago baby. Because if you think about it, she's his little baby, right? She's the cash cow. She's the biggest VTuber of all time. There's no way in hell he would let her leave. And the one way to keep someone around forever, make them have a kid with you, right? My ex-girlfriend had the right idea. So that's my theory personally, but that's just a theory, a game theory.
This is dangerously close to Oshinoko.
Yeah, also I'm cutting this entire part out. That wasn't even a funny joke. Sometimes I think, like, what's the point? You know? What's the point of doing anything? Why should I keep doing this? What's the point of, like, being a VTuber? What's the point of being triple bibble?
Being based and telling people to suck it.
I mean, I guess, but, you know, sometimes I just think it would be better if I, you know. Who is the most niche VTuber that you watch that you think deserves more attention?
Personally, Kanan Rose VT, her model's beautiful, and she's just a really wonderful person. She's super sweet. She's always been there for me, and she's just a wonderful person. And she deserves more love.
Nice. That's nice that you have a VTuber friend like that, you know? But the right answer was supposed to be me. But, you know, I'll just dub it over. It's okay. What is a piece of music that you've found recently that you'd like to share with the world that's maybe a little underrepresented, unrecognized?
Oh geez, it's probably who I was already talking to you about. Strawberry Hospital. she's fucking awesome. I love her shit. Like, I just found her randomly. I caved, got Spotify, started using Spotify. Found her, and I'm like, wow, this shit slaps. And she uses Vocaloid?
Nice. Yeah, I was saying in private DMs, it's like an intersection of a lot of elements that for some reason aren't commonly integrated together, but should be. It's Vocaloid, it's drum and bass, it's ambience, it's electronic music, it's rock. It's like a whole bunch of stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like, it's kind of got like deathcore.
Yeah, I endorse Strawberry Hospital for sure.
Yeah, I just found her on a whim, and then all of a sudden I heard the Vocaloid, I believe it was Cyber Diva in one of the songs, and I was like, what the fuck? Is she literally using Vocaloid?
Huh. Nice, nice. So it's like you didn't even know there was Vocaloid in it until you already liked it. So it was just a little cherry on top.
Yeah, that always happens to me. Like, it happened with Deco when I found Deco.
For those who don't know, Deco is the creator of Yame Online and also the producer for the Migos.
He also created another character in the Ocean World universe named Lil Hard Drive, and he's voiced by a Vocaloid too. He's voiced by the Vocaloid Dex.
Like famous Dex?
Nah, he's just a Vocaloid from the Vocaloid 4 engine.
Nice. What's your favorite Vocaloid song of all time?
Ooh, that's a hard one. Honestly, I would probably have to say either Packaged or Star Story by KZ Livetune. KZ Livetune's my favorite Vocaloid producer. I love all of KZ Livetune's songs.
Nice. Have you ever heard Karakuri Burst? It's like a Rin and Len song.
Yes, I remember when that was super popular too.
That's probably my favorite. I loved that shit when I was in like middle school or whatever, or like early high school. I had to hide it though, because I didn't want people to think I was lame for listening to anime music, but also because it had like a swastika in the title, and I was like, that's, you know, that's a little edgy. I don't know if I want to be associated with that.
I used to hide listening to the song Circus Monster by Luca Megurine from my classmates, and one of the most stupidest times was like, somebody was like, what are you listening to? And I was like, Circus by Britney Spears.
Nice. Did you pretend to be a normie when you were in school?
A little bit when I was like in 6th, 7th grade, because I went to a small town school. A lot of the people there were super, preppy. When they found out that I was an otaku, it wasn't well received.
Damn. Would you say you were a victim of bullying?
Yes.
Damn.
The only time they actually liked me was when I had Skittles, or when they found out that I actually can draw.
That sucks. Because I was a bully in school, and I thought I was really cool. You know what I know now? That shit is kinda cool, but you shouldn't do it. For all the audience members listening who are considering bullying someone, think about it. They could become a VTuber with 50,000 Twitter followers in the future. You don't know what you're doing. You're burning a bridge.
There was this one time, and I think it was in 7th grade, we had this thing where you could buy candy after school, and I bought myself 10 packages of Skittles. This one bitch who was bullying me, right? She was like, I'll be your best friend if you give me a package of Skittles. I was like, I gave her this look are you serious right now? No, these are mine. Fuck you.
Nice. That's pretty epic. That's kind of a badass moment. Have you ever gotten into a fight, Akuma Miko?
No.
Nice. That's probably a good thing. Have you ever had the thought in your mind of taking a life? You ever felt pushed to that point? You ever considered murder?
No, but I have wanted to beat a bitch up.
Alright, alright. What do you think it would take for you to get to that point, to where you're just seeing red, ready to take a life?
You'd probably have to, like, hurt my family. Like, that's what really makes my blood boil. Like, hurting my family, hurting my friends. Like, do what, like, I don't care if you do shit to me. Whatever. It doesn't fucking matter to me. Like, I'll, like, okay, whatever. Screw you too. And I'll walk away. But, like, if you hurt my family, it's on site.
So you're very loyal to your family and your friends. I can respect that a lot. I think a lot of people don't have a good relationship with their family or friends. They feel very closed off. They don't let themselves get close to people. But I think having a good relationship with the people around you, that's something I can respect.
Yeah, I really, really love my family. My sister's, like, my best friend. My parents are awesome. Like, my mom knows that I'm a VTuber.
Do you tell people in real life, like, about your VTubing career, about your social media presence?
Only if I'm close to them.
Yeah, because me, it's a complete secret. Nobody knows I do this. And if they did, I don't know. I don't know. They just know I'm
Like
a streamer or whatever.
Me and my roommate, we do the same thing. So me and my roommate, we shoot the shit about the community. We'll talk shit, you know.
Nice, nice. No shout out for your roommate? Damn. Really gatekeeping the triple bipple clout from her. Wait, are you saying roommate as a colloquialism, or are you saying that like real roommate?
Like real roommate.
Oh, okay. Because a lot of people in the community use roommate as a euphemism. That was the word I meant to say. A euphemism for, you know. You know.
Oh no, I was fortunate enough to actually move in with somebody that I've known when we were cosplaying, but they were already a VTuber. And they found me again when I started VTubing. And I moved in with them. And it's just really cool, like, living with somebody else who does the same thing as you.
Yeah, I can't imagine. I've never met another VTuber in real life. But I guess you wouldn't know, right? So maybe I have.
Yeah.
What would you say is the most negative interaction you've had in the VTuber community, aside from your stalker?
The VTweeters that always constantly try to stay PC.
Yeah, I hate
and, like, always look for the approval of everybody else. Like, especially during the situation where I was like, you know, screw you guys for hating on people who are moving to Kick. You're literally using Twitter. You're literally using Twitch. Both are owned by corporate douchebags. And you're screaming about Kick. Please shut up.
Yeah, also, like, I don't know, man. I don't even think Kick is, like, that bad. Like, dude, they're allowing people to say bad things in the chat. It's like, dude, if your community's not like that, like, if your community doesn't tolerate that kind of thing, if your moderators will ban people who do that, like, it's really not that big an issue. Also, they give 85% revenue split. Like, I don't know, man. It's kind of a non-issue.
My issue was, like, it was these people crying about Kick not being a safe space, right?
Yeah.
And then they're going and harassing people in what would be their safe spaces. Wow. Hypocrisy.
Yeah.
Gotta love it.
No, that's the thing. It's like people who cry about safe spaces are the same ones who, like, harass people and, like, make a platform not a safe space.
And that was the entire point of the posts that I made that pissed off all of them. And all they read was "fuck your safe space."
Yeah, they're just blue-pilled sheeple. They're weak-minded.
Like, that was it was like a 2-paragraph post, right? The only part of it that they read was "fuck your safe space."
Yeah, you should have put a too long didn't read, like, Reddit style. Too long
I'm
didn't
not paying
read.
for Twitter Blue.
It's only $84 a year. I just got it. It's not that bad. I got it because I wanted the little check mark. Hehe. And ever since I got it, my posts have been getting way more likes and stuff and impressions. It's kind of crazy that they paywalled impressions. But it's okay because I'm rich and famous, so I can afford it. What would you say to a kid who watches you?
Like a kid?
Yeah, like a 12-year-old kid.
Get the fuck out of here. You're not supposed to be watching me.
Right
Mods,
answer.
somebody ban them right now.
Mods, get this little bitch out of here. That's what I would say. No, I would say, listen, kid, stay based, stay red-pilled, but I don't think you should be watching me. I might brainwash you. I might make you become an alt-righter, so, you know, maybe get out of here.
I make lewd content, so I don't want kids.
Oh yeah, that's zero
Pretty weird to
tolerance.
me. Yeah.
Yeah, we're in a bit of a different position. My danger is that I might make your kids an extremist, but your danger is that we're not gonna talk about that.
Like, I don't want little kids looking at my model's titties. Fuck that.
Yeah, those are adult titties for adults. When
I'm
they
not
were
here to
drawn,
babysit.
when they were drawn by hand by an amazing artist, they were drawn with the sole intention of being viewed by adults. Do those look like child titties to you? Tell me that. Look at that model. Editors, zoom in on those. Zoom in on those badonkers. Do those look like they belong to a child?
Zoom in. Enhance.
Zoom in, enhance. All right, now show a child. Oh my God! Who are you voting for in the next election?
Nobody, because I don't care enough.
Listen, I'm running this initiative. Everyone's writing me in. I think if
Okay,
you did
you know
that,
what? I will. You know what? Yeah. For you? Yeah, I will.
I appreciate that. I actually really do appreciate that. We're gonna make a change in the world. I swear to God.
I haven't given a shit about politics, but this time I will.
I'm the only political figure who matters.
Indeed.
That's all I can say, you know? Especially with all these allegations being thrown around, I feel like I just need to accept them, you know? Because they are all 100% true. I did do everything I'm being accused of, and I am exactly that person. I'm basically evil, so...
The national anthem will be the album that your community made for you.
Exactly. See, you're a real fan. You know about that. Thank you.
I thought that was the best thing ever.
It was. I was honestly shocked when they sent it to me because they kept it a secret from me for like a long time. I have the best community of all time. I can't believe that random person called them a niche alt-right community and said that I'm the face of the alt-right in the VTubing world.
I didn't even see that. If you could send me that,
I'll send you the
I would
screenshot
love
that I
to
have
see
right
it.
now. Alright,
Please.
editor, censor out my other Discord messages. Let's see, drag this over here. I'm going on my Discord server because I sent it here. This is the first time I've gotten canceled. Right when you posted the thing, the fan art, someone like posted a bunch of stuff like this. I didn't even manage to get it all because they deleted their account like right when I liked it. But it's like, they were like tagging you and saying like, I voted for Trump, I'm a fascist. It's insane.
Jesus Christ! Wow.
And the worst part is it's all true. Like, I don't know.
I don't read all my notifications.
It's probably a good
So
thing in your position.
Like, I get too many, so I can't read all of them. So
Oh yeah, you're just too famous, aren't you? But yeah, they're saying I'm an alt-righter and that I voted for Trump and that I'm evil and I'm just trying to infiltrate the VTuber community to troll people. Or no, that's a Freudian slip. I am entering just to troll people, but it was saying I'm doing it to hurt the VTuber LGBTQ community, which...
that's such a reach.
Do you believe in star signs?
Yes, sort of.
Do you believe in love?
Kind of. I mean, my last relationship, I mean, yeah, I really did believe in love. But he sent me in the back.
We don't have to go into
Essential-
more depth into that if you don't want to, but, you know, if you don't mind me asking, what do you mean by stabbed you in the back?
Because
I remember you
so I
posting
told-
about him a lot when you first interacted with me.
So, I told him to always, like, you know, keep it real with me, keep it 100. Tell me everything, what's going on. He kept a lot of shit about his family from me, and how his family really felt about me, and how his family kept passing judgment on me. And he, all of that onto me when I was in the hospital.
Oh.
And I was like, what the fuck? Why are you doing this right now? I told you to always be honest with me. I'm not doing the best. I'm literally under the influence of pain medication. Like, I had surgery. Like, and he thought it was okay to do that.
Yeah, that sucks. I'm sorry that happened. But I'm glad you were on pain medication for it. That probably helped a little bit.
Yeah, it did.
Sorry, that's a bad joke.
Right now, I'm kind of just married to my work.
Nice. So you're on that grind. Sigma grind set. Would you
Yep.
say that Andrew Tate influenced you to do that in any way?
No, but his anime girl memes of him, like him with anime girls, is pretty funny. Pretty based, actually. I thought those were fake posts, but then I actually went to his Twitter and saw that they were real.
Yeah, no, they're real.
I was like, wow, this is actually kind of based.
Yeah, he's actually like basically me. Like, you know, I just see myself in him a lot, you know, from like going to prison to the allegations to just like being cool and like baller, smoking and stuff. That's basically me,
What?
except I'm like probably cooler than him.
When I look in the mirror, I actually see Guts from Berserk, so...
I think that there's a considerable overlap between Guts from Berserk and Andrew Tate. Controversial take here, but they're basically the same. He's like Guts from Berserk in real life, dude.
Oh my god, is that a Berserk reference?
What's your favorite anime? I can't believe I haven't asked that yet.
Serial Experiments Lane or Lucky Star?
Did you spend a lot of time on 4chan when you were younger?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Anyone who says Lucky Star is one of their favorites, you know. It's a good show, though. It's solid.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's one of the few, like, anime comedies that I can tolerate. Because it's just, like, such
Yeah.
a dry humor.
If I want to go back and watch something cozy but, like, dry humor, I'll go back and watch that. That's my favorite one.
You ever watch Code Geass?
Yes, my sister was obsessed with it.
It's my favorite show of all time. I'm basically Lelouch in real life. Also Andrew Tate in real life. If Andrew Tate was a real person, he would be Lelouch, and if Lelouch was a real person, he would be me. That's a joke, don't dox me. I'm gonna cut that out, actually, because that's a dangerous thing to say.
I was gonna make a really dark joke. And be like, it helped me.
I mean, from a purely objective standpoint, right? From a purely utilitarian standpoint, it did get you a considerable amount of attention, right?
It was when my parents were swatted.
Yeah, I remember
did
you were
that.
trending on Vtuber Twitter. You were on the top posts.
I didn't even know that. I just posted it and I was like, guys, I had no streams for a while. Parents wanted.
Yeah, no, I made
Like,
that up, but you know,
Like, I just didn't pay attention to my social media for like the next few days because I was like not in a good place.
yeah. No, I mean that's honestly like one of the worst outcomes I think could happen from content creation, honestly.
Like, I would have been able to handle it way better if it was myself, but like when it was my parents.
Yeah.
No.
Why was it your parents? Was that like an intentional thing, or like was that because they thought you were living there, or like what?
It was an intentional thing.
Damn. Yeah, that's pretty fucked up.
They were aware that I wasn't living with my parents anymore, because I had moved out to live with my ex at the time. And they just did it to hurt me.
Yeah, that sucks. Having someone with such a blatant personal vendetta against you, that does not sound fun. Oh, I just got a ring stuck around my finger. This sucks. Sorry, I'm like fidgeting, I'm like stimming with various objects around the table. Ow. Alright, I got it off. Anyways, guys, I think that about sums up the questions I had. I was kind of riffing on it for the past hour, if you couldn't notice. I was just trying to drag it out for as long as possible so I could get some clips, you know? But I recognize, I was losing some steam towards the end there, and I'd like to apologize for my lackluster performance. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, Akuma Miko, for me, ask them right now. We could take this another hour. Go for it.
The one question I do have, weren't you going to talk to me about me being a drainer?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Alright, we'll put this part in the interview part. So, Akuma Miko, in private DMs, which we don't have often... No, wait, let me rephrase that, because that makes it sound kind of weird. So, Akuma Miko, in private DMs, you mentioned to me, you are a quote-unquote drainer. What does that entail, and why and how did you become a drainer?
So I listen to Blade, I listen to Young Lean, I listen to Thai Boy Digital. It all started by listening to Sad Boys and Young Lean. That's all I have to really say about that.
How does it feel having bad music taste?
Listen, Western Union's a bop, alright? And in my defense, Yabujin just released music with Drain Gang Archive.
So how does it feel having bad music taste? Anyways, I think that about wraps up this interview. Thank you so much, Akuma Miko, for joining in, for allowing me to be associated with your brand. I know it's a bit of a risk. Thank you for coming on.
No problem, no problem.
Are you sure there aren't any questions, comments, or concerns you have?
Nope, just your base.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Now, is there anything you'd like to plug?
Follow Akuma Miko VT on Twitter. I'm trying to get to 50k by the end of the year. And if you want to watch me play some games, go follow me over on Twitch, same name.
Fuck! Shit, dude. I forgot a question. Sorry, we're gonna have to redo this whole outro. What's your favorite video game?
Probably the Project Diva series. I'm super cracked at it.
Nice. Alright guys, that about closes up this interview. Thank you so much to Akuma Miko for joining me today. I know it was probably a brand risk, but you were willing to take that risk and accept me into a portion of your online following. Thank you so much for the 7 Twitter followers you got me by posting that fan art. And thank you so much for accepting this interview. I've had a lot of fun.
This has been great.
Wait, shit. I forgot another question. We'll redo the whole outro, my bad. Who's your favorite Vocaloid?
Luca Maggiorine. She is my wife. I love her.
Nice. What do you think of Hatsune Miku?
A literal icon.
Would you say you were inspired design-wise a little bit by Hatsune Miku?
Oh, absolutely. I was inspired by both Miku and Luca. My hairstyle was inspired by Luca, color-wise, Miku.
Nice. Yeah, because when you mentioned you were a Vocaloid fan, like a big Vocaloid fan, I was like, oh, I could see where some inspiration came from a little bit. I'm in the know. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this. I really appreciate you, Akuma Miko, for coming onto my little channel, for accepting the brand risk that comes with associating with me publicly. Thank you so much for tolerating me and for making the thumbnail and fan art and everything, or having it made. Do you have any questions, comments, or concerns for me before we close out?
Your base, thank you for having me on here. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Is there anything you'd like to plug here at the end?
Go follow Akuma Miko VT on both Twitter and Twitch. I'm trying to get to my goal of 50k on Twitter by the end of the year. And I'm trying to get to partner on Twitch.
Nice. Sorry, wait, we have to do this one more time. I just saw I had a question I forgot to ask. This one's like kind of necessary. Sorry, I apologize for doing this, but what's your favorite color?
Black and pastels.
Nice. What would you say your style is in terms of clothing? How would you describe it?
Cozy goth.
All right. Anyways, that about closes up this interview. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to Akuma Miko VT on Twitter.com for accepting this interview and accepting the brand risk that comes with associating with me. I know that I am an alt-right figurehead and that I am basically the VTuber face of the alt-right, so thank you for accepting that and allowing me to be on screen with you at the same time. Thank you to everyone whose first time it is on this channel. Thank you. If you haven't already, subscribe to my Patreon. I've got a comic book coming out in 1 week. It was drawn with dollar store crayons. It's really epic. And if you can, if you got the disposable income, subscribe at $100 because you know what I'm going to spend it on, and I don't even have to tell you twice. Thank you so much, Akuma Miko. Do you have any questions, comments, or concerns to ask me or tell me before the video ends?
Not really, no. Just thank you for having me. This has been fun. You're awesome. I appreciate this. This has been super cool.
Thank you. I appreciate those words, and thank you for always watching my channel. Is there anything you'd like to plug here at the end?
Go follow Akuma Miko VT on Twitch and Twitter. I'm trying to make it to 50k by the end of the year on Twitter. I'm trying to make it to partner on Twitch. I'm getting really close.
Nice. Alright, here, wait. Sorry. Just one more time we gotta do the intro because I said that alt-right thing. I don't really want to say that in the outro, Sorry about this. Let's just do it one more time here. I'll run it back. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If this is your first time on the channel, please drop a like and subscribe. I really appreciate you dropping by from the Akuma Miko fanbase. She's been nothing but completely kind. She's been lovely to me. Made the fan art for the thumbnail. Thank you so much for that. And thank you for accepting me to be associated with me because I know I'm a brand risk. I'm a bit of a schizo online. Thank you so much for being wonderful prior to this interview and during this interview. Thank you for accepting the interview. And thank you for redoing the outro 5 times. Are there any questions, comments, or concerns you would like to ask me before we close out this video?
Nah, just I enjoyed being on here. This was my first ever interview sit down as a VTuber. I enjoyed being on here. You're awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It feels like an honor and a privilege to be your first interview. Are there any things you would like to plug? Any social medias, any merch?
No merch yet. But I will plug my Twitch and my Twitter. Akuma Miko VT on Twitch and Twitter. I'm trying to reach 50k on Twitter by the end of the year, and I'm trying to reach partner on Twitch.
And I'm wishing you the best in both of those goals. I'd like to say, once again, thank you so much, Akuma Miko, for tolerating me, and thank you so much to the audience for watching all the way through this thing. I know it was probably lengthy, but just picture me crouched over a computer suffering editing this. Just imagine that, think about my tired eye bags. Think about how much pain I must be in having to listen to the sound of my own voice for 2 hours or more. Yeah, this is going to be a one run through edit kind of thing. But yeah, thanks for watching, and as always, and most importantly, I'd like to give a special thank you and a special shout out to my Patreons over at patreon.com. But since we have a guest, I'm not going to be shouting all you guys out. I'm too famous for that. She's too famous for that. You're wasting our fucking time. So I'm only going to be shouting out my $100 donator. Thank you so much to Dell. Yeah, you make all this possible. Yeah, and if you want a shout out, subscribe at $100. I'm sorry to all you poor folks who can't afford it. But just get your money up, I guess. Take out a loan or something. think about it. It's like that's like 1/20th
Get on your
of a
Sigma
roll
grind set.
payment. Yeah, get on your Sigma grind set. What would Andrew Tate do if he was too broke to subscribe to his favorite VTubers Patreon? He would get his money up, and he would donate even more than that. He would send me $1,000 in Monero. By the way, first person to send me $1,000 in Monero, I'm not even going to say what I would do for you, but I would appreciate it a lot. Alright, I think I messed up a little bit on the very end there. I'm just going to redo that little end segment, alright? I'm sorry for, like, taking up so much of your time, but,
You're good, you're good.
we just need, like, alternate cuts, you know? This is how, like, making YouTube videos is. I record my videos, like, 5 times.
Listen, dude, I almost said $20 is $20.
Yeah, we would have had to cut that out. Alright, so, let's just, take this little outro from the top. One sec, let me just, just one sec, one quick sec. Alright. We're about ready. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for... Fuck. Alright, let me just redo it real quick. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video all the way through. Thank you so much to Akuma Miko for accepting this interview. I understand that I'm a harsh brand risk, you know. As a controversial figure myself, it's pretty hard to find people who are willing to associate with me. And Akuma Miko, I want you to know that I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to do this 2-hour interview.
No
Are there
problem,
any-
no problem.
Alright, see, you interrupted me there. Don't do that, okay? Anyways, guys, oh my god, dude. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, here, let's just redo it one more time. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this all the way through, and thank you so much to Akuma Miko for accepting this interview. I understand that I'm a brand risk, but hey, as controversial VTubers, we gotta stick together, right? And as blue-haired feminists who wear chokers, we gotta stick together, right? So, thank you so much, Akuma Miko. Are there any questions, comments, or concerns you have before we exit?
This was my first ever interview as a VTuber, so I had a lot of fun. I'm really happy that I got to do my first interview with you. I've always enjoyed your content. Keep up the good grind. You're awesome. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, thank you. And is there anything you'd like to plug here at the end?
My Twitch and my Twitter, Akuma Miko VT, on both platforms. I'm trying to reach 50K by the end of the year on Twitter, and I'm trying to reach partner on Twitch.
Nice, nice. All right, well, thank you so much to everybody for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And special thank you and a special shout out to my Patreons over at patreon.com. Especially my $100 donator, Dell. Thank you so much. You are supporting my various habits and vices, my addictions. Actually, it's probably a bad thing you're giving money to me, to be completely honest. But I appreciate it nonetheless. And yeah, that's the video. Remember, guys, stay swag, stay baller, stay clouded up, stay dripped down to the socks. And as always, and remember, keep it real. Alright, I think that might be enough cuts. We can do one more if you want, but I think that's pretty good.
I think that's good.
Are you sure? Because, like,
Yeah.
you know, we kind of want the outro to be perfect, because that's, like, what people remember when they finish off the video. I usually redo my outros about, like, 20 times.
I think my last run through I was pretty good.
Alright, I was
didn't
thinking it was
stutter like my
between the
last time.
second and the last. So,
Yeah.
We'll fix that in post. Or maybe, like, the fourth and the last? I don't really know.